Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Money Hungry Mama podcast. Today I have Sam with me. Sam, take it away.
Hey, thanks for having me. This is awesome. I'm not nervous.
So excited that you are here. So, tell us the story behind Hope and Harmony NJ. How did you get started to launch this mission?
Yeah, so I've been a music therapist for about 10 years now. I worked in other practice and it was awesome, but then I had my kids and I needed to find something different. I don't know, it was just something else was calling me. I knew I really wanted to work with kids primarily, and I wasn't at my place as much as I loved it there. And I always said I wanted to start my own business. So finally, after my second child, I have three now, which is it's been a while to have
Love it.
one, but I think it was right about when I found out I was pregnant with my third, and I said, "I'm gonna start this business." And yeah, and it kinda just went from there. I didn't know what I was doing, no clue. Just knew what I could offer and what I wanted to offer and figure let's just start and see what happens.
Okay. So many questions. First off, how old are your three?
I have a 4-year-old, a 2.5-year-old, and a 5-month-old.
Wow. Okay. I have an 8, 4, and 2. And my 2-year-old was the reason the Money Hungry Mama, exists, because I feel like that 3rd one, you're like, "Childcare is out of control, I just need to figure this out on my own." So, I feel you, I feel you. I love it. Okay, so music therapy, do you wanna explain what your business does?
Yeah, sure. So we do a couple different things. One is the music therapy side of things, where we're basically working on goals as if it were speech therapy or occupational therapy,
Okay.
but music is the modality. So I have the same credentials as an OT and an SLP, but no one knows about music therapy, and it drives me insane. And I'm always,
Crazy.
teaching people, enlightening people. What is it? What is it? Because it's not just listening to music or banging out
Mhm.
the drum. It's so much more than that. It's connecting to our clients, finding it almost um, a deeper way to connect to our clients through music, and then we can work
Yeah.
on these goals. The brain processes music
Mhm.
so comprehensively compared to some other things, so we can use it to work on speech. We can use it to work on motor skills. We can use it for just academic skills, even or emotional regulation. There's so many different goals that I work on as a music therapist, whether it's one on one or groups, all ages I've worked with, from literally 0 to 95. In Hope and Harmony, we specialize in pediatrics, but I do have adult social groups as well happening. That's we're getting there as far as building this out, but we had to start.
I
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So, for listeners who may not know, how would
Yes.
you describe what music therapy really is versus just playing music?
So music therapy is the relationship between the therapist and the kid. That's kind of where the magic starts. You can connect through the music, build this trust, you build this confidence. You can set up these children for success and fun, and they come into your door and they're ready to work and learn and play, and they don't realize how much work they're actually doing.
Yeah.
So to an onlooker, it might be like, "Oh, they're playing drums, they're singing together." But in my
Mhm.
head, I have so many things that I'm thinking of structuring this to make sure that they're it's actually setting them up to respond at the right time. Or how am I working on using dynamics to help them be louder in their voice? Or how am I so many things in my head?
Yeah.
It's so multi-level. I don't know that it's hard to just explain in one sentence.
I love it. I love it. No, it's so true. And I think, we had one other mom in business who was a music therapist, and I think that blew my mind because I was the first person to be like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes.
And now that I've heard her and now we're learning about your business, it's very cool in a sense of, when I don't know about you, but when I am super stressed out or tired or whatever, I turn to music. I'll be like, I just need 5 minutes. And if I get to go in my car and blast the music and sing at the top of my lungs, I feel better. Like me singing and doing those things is therapy in itself with music. So it's been so amazing to hear that this is an actual thing because, I was self-diagnosing myself, oh, go do some music therapy in the car. So this has been really cool. Okay. So when did you start your business?
December of 2024, like right at the end of the year, I did my first pop-up music class, actually, not even therapy. I started with mommy and me music classes and then kind of expanded back to therapy from there. But yeah,
Okay, so we are a year in.
year in.
How are you feeling about your first year?
Honestly, I'm so proud of myself. I'm gonna get like emotional talking about
Good, do it.
it. I never thought that I would like get to this point of wow, I did not think I was gonna get emotional.
We love it. We love raw and real.
Yeah. I never thought I would actually get to this point where we're running, we're having classes, we have clients. I mean, the best part about it all is just the connections that I've made. This community is amazing, and like meeting, all these different moms that have their own businesses like yourself. I know you've spoken already to like Chelsea from Everwild, Alessia from Nessa. I can name a million moms. Like Laura from Community Playroom is next door to me. We moved in here together in our space. Um, like just organically meeting kind of by chance almost, just like, hey, maybe I'll
Yeah,
try that, or maybe I'll reach out to this person. And that's like I feel like where my whole business started to shift. In the beginning, it was, very much about, okay, child development, like let's work with the kids, let's build this up and help as many kids as we can and have fun doing it. And then it turned into this whole building the mom community, seeing that need of these moms that need to come together, that work together. Whether it's the moms at home with their kiddos, whether it's the moms working that are owning businesses and need support. Why aren't we helping each other?
yeah,
We need to support each other. So that's where it shifted. It was, I don't know, maybe this past summer or last summer was kind of where things started to turn for, and which is weird because like I've been a mom. I started this business as a mom,
yeah.
and I was like, why didn't I realize this sooner? But being in the space and starting to talk to
Mhm.
people and connecting with them, that's when it kind of all came together. Like, okay, this is not just going to be a place for working with kids. This is going to be a place working with families. It's going to be connecting moms in whether they have kids with special needs or not. Connecting. I have a daddy and me class now, which is great.
I love that.
But essentially supporting the parents as much as the kids. That's kind of where I'm at right now and the direction that I wanna take, whether it's therapeutic or not.
Can I just say that I love the fact that you have a daddy and me because, obviously I'm here. I love the mamas. I'm called the money hungry mama. Like everything I do is for these moms. But, I look at my husband and I'm like, I feel so bad. Like you don't have a space like this. Like you don't have a community where you can go hang out with your kids. Like, I feel like everybody thinks that they just want guys' nights with guys' nights out, but like my husband loves being around the kids just as much as I do. So I think like that is beautiful that you have a daddy me class. And hey, like the stay at home dads are happening now.
Yeah.
So for them to have a spot is huge. That's amazing.
Yes.
That oh, that makes my heart so happy. I'm like, I'm gonna go like run upstairs, tell my husband, like, there's a daddy in me
It's
class.
amazing to watch that, and they connect with each other, they do, and to watch them bond with your kiddos, I mean, it's the most beautiful thing. It's fun to watch the different dynamic between the child and dad versus the child with their moms.
Yeah.
But it's super fun, and yeah, and I wanna do more of that as well because, yes, as much as I love supporting moms and I relate to the moms, I feel like the dads are definitely needing some love too.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's so funny because I've had more people than I can count be like, "Oh, you should do like a money hungry dad." And I was like, "Yeah, that would have to be my husband. Like, I'm not a dad. Like, he would have to be the one to come on and talk all this stuff." But it's so true. They definitely need to like have a space to just, be with their kids too. And I think that this is awesome. I love this. Okay, so you have a physical space. Okay, cool. So, okay. Where are you located?
On, Route 34 in Colts Neck?
Okay, New Jersey. Okay, cool. Love it. Okay, cool. Yeah, it was funny because you had said pop-ups, and I know you do pop-ups at Everwild Kids. So that's why I was like, "Oh, like, she's a pop-up," and then you just said that you had a space, so that is really fun. Okay, so what are some classes that you're running in your space that people would be able to attend?
Yeah, so we have toddler mommy and me classes, we have a baby mommy and me class, we have the daddy and me class. I have a collaboration with Chelsea right now on Fridays. We do a
That's
morning
what I saw.
yeah, music and nature-based play. It's like a crazy combination. It's so talk about raw and real, like, we bring our own kids to that class, and it's insane, but it's, like, the best thing ever because the moms come, we all connect with each other, we have these awesome,
Love it.
moments with the kids to play. Chelsea literally brings stuff from outside. She brings sticks, like ice, it thinks of, and then we use it within music too. So it's like the coolest. I love collaboration. I have to say, I love doing my mommy and me music classes, or grown up and me. But I think a lot of magic happens too. Whether I'm also doing a collaboration with Itsy Bitsy Speakers, the speech therapist across the hall from us.
Oh, that's cool.
We do an early development or early language development class together, which has been amazing. D I don't know, there's something about series. That was something too, pop-ups versus series.
Mhm.
Pop-ups are great, they're a lot of fun, they bring in a lot of people, high energy usually. But series is where you see the magic happen over
Love
time
it.
to, like, watch these kids and moms, develop relationships, but the kids to come in super shy on their mom's laps, unsure, a lot of them, and then by, like, the 3rd or 4th week, they're the ones jumping up, the energy is bigger, they're talking more, they're interacting, they're doing everything. By the 6th week, it's like, "No, we don't ever wanna leave."
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
No, it's so true too, and I think, I think about daycare. When you drop your first one and they're like, "Oh, they'll get used to it." You get used to it, and then a week goes by and they're still crying. It's like, "They'll get used to it. They'll get used to it." And so having that safe space where it's like they know they're gonna come in once a week, they know what to expect, that it's gonna be a lot of fun. I love that idea of a series for sure. And I
Yes.
feel like as a therapist, you're probably seeing a ton of growth that you're checking for when it comes to music therapy as well.
Yes, absolutely. We do typically weekly sessions with therapy as well. And we try to keep somewhat of a structure just to make it familiar. I mean, some kids honestly
Yeah,
don't need it. And they come in and I let them kind of lead the way and I follow their lead and I'm like off the cuff making songs up on the top of my head that'll
I
work
love it.
to get them to, we did a like a musical obstacle course today. It was the funniest thing. Or we had drums all over the ground. We're copying rhythms. We're blowing bubbles, and then we're throwing snowballs into drums. I mean, it was.
So fun.
Yeah, that's the point, right? Make it as
Yeah,
possible because why not? I mean, if they're reaching these goals and connecting in way like kids with autism that have trouble with social skills or having
yeah,
conversation and whatnot, but to be able to connect like that without having a conversation of words in a sense,
mhm.
but to do it musically is, I mean, there's a reason I'm in this field. When I saw the power of music in a whole new light, that's a whole 'nother story. I got involved in this, but it's a job that I will happily come to every single day. It sucks leaving my kids at home, but at the same time, like, this is something that I am passionate about. I could talk forever about, love it to the
I
I'll
love it.
scream off the rooftop, music therapy, music therapy.
And I think it's so funny because what I love the most is how authentic you are talking. Like, I don't think anybody is second guessing that you don't love your job, right? Like, I think like it's such a beautiful thing. No, you're playing it cool. No, I think it's like so great in a sense of like how much you genuinely love it because this is what we talk about. Like when, I'm trying to help moms find their jobs and find what they want to do. If you are not as passionate as Sam is right now, it is going to be very hard to push through those hard moments. And I think like just having this, like the tears, everything, like you are absolutely in the space where you're meant to be, and nobody can convince me otherwise, right? Like I just think it's so beautiful hearing that you talk about it. It makes me emotional because I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like, she loves it so much." Like, it's such an honor to be able to hear this right now. And I would love to hear the story about how music therapy, like, changed your life. We don't have to have it on here, but I would love to hear it just for myself to hear how you got into this because I think, you know, when I talk to most moms on here, we come into this conversation of even afterwards, we talk a lot too about something that led us to this moment, right? Like something that sparked why you started what you're doing is going to make it you succeed because you have not only the passion and you love what you're doing, but the passion to change somebody like it changed you. Does that make
Yes,
sense? Like I just
yes.
think in general, like it's just hearing these stories and meeting all these different businesses, you can literally listen and know, okay, this person's life was changed in a better way. And that's why they're working as hard as they are. So nobody has to be where they were when they started. And it's just, it's really cool to hear and watch your reactions and how you talk about it because you could tell.
The one thing I always did was follow my intuition. Like, if I had a gut feeling about something, I'd go for it, always. Like, and someone told me
Love it.
that a long time ago, like, if you have that intuition, don't squash it, and the more you follow it and try it, the more it grows, it's, like, stronger, to be honest with you, and, like,
Yeah.
honestly, opportunities that have come up or moments that have happened, and I could have been like, I don't know, I'm a little nervous about that, or I shouldn't. It's not going to work. Like I'm not even going to try. Versus, you know what? Let's just see what happens. And sure enough, like moment after moment, I find myself in these situations where I run into somebody that like knows somebody that's connected. Like, oh my god, now I just met all these people that are super helpful in my
Right.
business, helping me grow my business. Whether they're other therapists or they work at a school and know clients that might be interested, or oh my gosh, I'm part of a mom group that has tons of kids that wants to come to your classes. Like, I don't know. And people that like I have to tout Alessia one more time because finding her was like a godsend, but totally by accident. Like saw a post or something and was like, you know what, I'll meet with her. I've never met with a marketing person before. I don't know anything about actually marketing my business or social media or anything. So I could really use this to like get to the next level. And I literally walked into a coffee shop, met her, had the best conversation, decided let's do it. And then she she left and these people commented next to me on my I had my little baby in the carrier next to me. And I started talking to them and turns out they're therapists down the road from where I work. And I don't know, it just it's so weird how things just line up.
It honestly is, and let me tell you right now, so for everybody listening, she's referencing Nessa and right before her episode is gonna drop is gonna be Nessa, so it's gonna be, like, right before. So, I think it's just hysterical because talking to her, honestly, like, she's one of the sweetest humans I think I've ever met, and, like, she really knows what she's doing when it comes to marketing, as you guys have listened last week. Like, it's really cool to see and hear these things, and I'll never forget. So I had an event recently and I was so tired and I was like, I really don't want to go. And my husband's like, no, like, he's like, I have a really good feeling, like, you have to go. And I was like, "Oh my God, there's not that many people going. I'm so tired." Let me tell you something. I went to that event leaving with one of the biggest connections I've ever had in my author career. And I was like, what in the ever loving odds was a publicist sitting here doing here? And I was just like, it's just wild to me what happens if you just keep going and introducing yourself and meeting people. And I will say, guys, like I've said this before, but it's been a couple of episodes, maybe a couple months at this point. If you're going to do an in person networking event, first off, there's some great ones, there's some that are meh, but you have to go by yourself. If you're going with your friend, I promise you, if it's not a prompted networking event where it's made for you to talk to other people, you're going to sit in the corner and talk to your best friend that you could do any day.
Mhm.
You need to go to these events alone. So I'd really try to push you guys to do those things because you need to.
Yeah, network is it's like the key word, honestly, with all of these
Honestly.
businesses. More people you know and meet and connect with, and like not just, I mean, yes, on a surface level too, because I mean, how often do you get to really get deep with random people that you meet? But even just saying your name and like being likable and yourself and authentic, all of a sudden that connection just got you a little bit further. Even if it's this much, it's like it counts, and it might lead to the
Oh, it's
next.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And I always think of my old boss when, like, our first meeting, he's like, "All right, tell me all your trauma." And I was like, "What?" And he's just like, "Let's just get it over with. Just, like, tell me your trauma." And he's like, "That's how you lead a room. Like, you just say, like, I wanna know your biggest baggage." And it's, like, so funny because you leave the room getting to know somebody more than on a surface level of being like, "Oh, what's your business? What's this?" It's like, "No, tell me your deepest, darkest trauma." And it's just, like, a funny way in. So if anybody has the personality to pull that off, yeah, go ahead and do that because I thought that was hysterical. And here I am like, "Well."
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could go on.
No, it's so funny. It's just I think in general, like it really is networking, right? And to be able to be sitting here and just watching somebody as passionate as Sam, it just makes my heart so happy because this community, I've watched multiple people that have come on here now all of a sudden collaborating with each other because of hearing each other's stories. And it's like I think this is also just like such a beautiful space to make this connection. So if you've ever listened to somebody's episode, if you're listening to Sam and you're like, "Oh, I'm in New Jersey, like I would love to do something," literally DM her. Like, we're
Yes.
all in this space. We're all putting ourselves out there. Like, do not have that fear. I remember I had a message recently and somebody was like, I was so nervous to message. Don't ever be nervous. Like, the other person on the end is human. They're not, I mean, even Mel Robbins, I'm going to keep shooting my shot until that girl messages me back. But like, she's human, everybody is human. And you just need to keep putting yourself out there because one day they're going to answer and it's going to be fantastic.
Yes.
Love
Yes,
this.
I've
Okay.
only found that when I reach out to people, even like a cold, like, "You don't know me, but I'm gonna DM you
Yeah.
because, like, you're in the same space as me, and I love that," like, it's never come out in a bad way. Like they always, oh my God, I'm so glad you reached out. Like this is so cool. We
No,
can do yeah. It's always
100%.
positive. So
No, it's 100%, and nobody ever will be like, "Oh, no." Like,
and
could
even
you
if they
imagine,
are,
like, messaging somebody? "Oh," like, Brittany said I can message anybody on here, and they're like, "Oh, no." I'll be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, but, like, literally, I don't think that would ever happen." Imagine we're sitting here talking, and we're like, "Oh, like, message everybody," and then somebody, like, literally Mel Robbins tomorrow is like, "Brittany, stop. Like, stop messaging me,"
I'm
and it's
telling
like,
people the
well, you know, we tried. We tried, everyone. I love it. Okay, so back to Hope and Harmony because this is incredible. I love everything that you're doing. It's been 1 year in business, okay? This is my favorite part because literally you are in the thick of it. This is like the best part because this is where you are learning and you have so much knowledge and wisdom. What would you say are the 3 things to somebody listening right now that are just starting a business that they absolutely need?
organization, especially with finance. I am very bad. Like I said, I came into I have no business experience. I'm being totally honest. Like I have no
Love
idea,
it.
especially when I started. Like, what do I do? I mean, I have, my website keeps track of the things that I do. And I'm like hoping that's enough for my accountant to be but if I don't stay on top of it, like I fall it's very overwhelming to have to go back now and like get everything in line. And that's honestly that is something I need to do before we get any further into this year. So organizing and like spreadsheets, whatever it takes to like make sure that all your ducks are in order. Exactly. Let's see. Another one.
I will say though, QuickBooks. So I've just somebody who's just been telling me about QuickBooks, you can link it and it will keep track of everything like a spreadsheet.
Yes, I need to do that.
Yeah, and I literally looked it up yesterday and I was like, "Okay, like I just need to take this purchase of $24 a month and just do it at this point."
Anything you can do to like optimize your time, because I mean, I don't have time to sit there and put things into spreadsheets and remember everything. And
No.
in the moment, like, oh, I have 100 things now to do. When am I going to remember to come back and do this? So it creeps up on you very fast, is what I'm saying. So definitely, yes, QuickBooks, whatever program or someone give me advice, I'll take it on how to stay organized with that. That would be, especially as I grow. I started off so small that I was like, oh, it's fine. I can keep track of it on my own, but, like, I'm at the point now where I am gonna have to invest in something just to keep all.
Which is amazing. Which
Yeah,
is amazing.
yes.
Okay, so that was the first one. What's number 2?
2, like we talked about, start the networking right away. Get yourself out there. You don't have to jump into it having a full business plan and, like, knowing exactly where you are, like, you're not gonna know in the beginning. Like I said,
No.
I started off with a couple classes just to get my name out there, and I was like, "You know what? Let me just get my name out there. Let people hear about Open Harmony." The work will speak for itself once they get there. Word of mouth will travel, but, like, just start doing and start meeting and talking, and don't be afraid of it.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. It's so funny because my first ever networking event that I went to, like as a children's book author, there wasn't many that I thought I would need to go to. It was more of like trying to connect with schools and whatever. I was wrong. Definitely go to them. But my first ever one I went to, everybody was like, "Oh, that's so cool. Like I've never heard like somebody doing that." So that was really fun. But when it came time for me to start this podcast, the first 8 people I asked to be on were the people that I met at that networking event.
There you go.
You never know when you're gonna pull in the network.
Exactly. I mean, this group of moms that have like been forming and growing in the past, honestly, several months. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
like because one person says, "Hey, I know this girl. She's awesome. Like, bring her in." Oh yeah, well I know this person. Like, and all of a sudden we're like this. Not it's not a clique by any means. We're very open to everyone. But everywhere you go now, it's like there's several businesses. They all know each other. They all support each other, and they bring people
Mhm.
in, they bring people there. We all refer each other now, and that's like it's been huge for all of us. Exponential growth just from that alone. So word of mouth and getting people to like know you, like actually know you. I want to do an event soon where like it's not even music. It's just moms coming and getting to know us as like humans, as
I
moms.
love it.
I think
I love it. I love it.
it's
Me
trust.
and, Chelsea were talking about an event that we're gonna host for, like, the money hungry mamas.
Awesome.
Definitely, definitely wanna get your opinion and to jump in with it too because I think it's gonna be you guys are already really close. So, it would be fun. It's very much getting to meet the money hungry mamas, and it's gonna be really a good time. So, I love it so much. It's so true. You just wanna the best way to get out there because listen, nobody's going to stand on a mountaintop and tell people that your business exists if you didn't go out first to tell people that your business exists.
Totally.
So it just is so important to do the legwork. Amazing. Okay. The third.
Let's see. I don't know. Having confidence is huge in yourself to like know that you can do it. Like if you're really hesitant, you're not gonna push as far as you can go if you're confident with it. You just kind of go for it and jump right in. Thought.
I think that's such like that's such a good one because I think we're our own worst critics, right? Like one of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten was that you are the main character in your story, but you are not a main character in somebody else's story. And if they're like coming off their plot line to like give you any sort of negative or positive, whatever, that's their story. That doesn't have to do with you. And it's like just such an incredible thought because, especially in the beginning, I don't know about you, but I was absolutely embarrassed to tell the people around me that I was doing something like this. I was absolutely embarrassed to be filming
Yeah.
anything with my face on it on social media. And now here I am, like every single day talking. And it's just wild to me that we let other people's opinions and these fear of what other people's opinions could be, like not even that they're actually thinking it, it's a could be,
Right.
stop us from even starting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yeah, have the confidence to know that you're gonna find your way. You're gonna figure it out. Like it's gonna happen if you just put in the time and the effort. Somehow the world just makes it come together. I swear.
It's if it's meant to be 100%.
Right, exactly, and you know what? You'll know. If it's really not meant to be and it doesn't feel right, you're gonna know in your heart. But
Mhm.
if you know this is something you're passionate about and you want it to happen, like, you will make it happen. You just have to have that confidence and have the confidence to fail too. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, like, just put yourself out there, see what happens. If you do fail, like, now you have all these new tools to figure out how to, like, twist it and turn it and figure out how to make it better. I mean, I'm learning every day, especially with the social media, with the marketing, with stuff like that. Like learning every single day of what to do, what not to. Even ChatGPT helps me out, honestly.
I love it.
Sometimes I'm like, wait, what? That's how you do? Like that's how you phrase that? Like that's genius. Why have I never thought? But yeah, and then not being afraid to pivot if you need to pivot.
Mhm.
Things change and develop as you grow and you kind of figure out more of what works, what doesn't. You're navigating the direction your business is going to take, especially in this first year. Like honestly, it's it's taken 100 turns at this point. I'm just kind of going along with it, trying things
Yeah.
out. And sometimes I throw things at the wall and they fall right off. And it's like, okay, well, especially with classes and groups and things, it's like it's hard to like find the right time where enough people are together and want to especially if they don't know you, they don't trust you yet. There's 100 other music like mommy and me things and classes going on, so having the confidence in yourself to be like, "Hey, this is what I offer and it's freaking amazing and you need to give it a try." No.
I need to piggyback off that for a second. So I don't know about you, and like this could just be like a weird like thing in my head. I don't know, maybe I don't know. But when I am in my confidence of no, like this is of a purpose, this is important, this is gonna help somebody, the abundance just comes in because I know that I'm serving somebody else. But the second I start doubting, or is this overpriced, or am I providing enough, or whatever, the flow stops. Have you noticed that with your stuff at all too? It's
100%.
wild.
And I don't know if it's the way you're coming like if it somehow comes across in what you're saying or writing or do I don't know, but it's like a juju in the air.
It is, it's so weird. I think it all the time, and I'm like, "No, no," and I could feel myself, like, I could feel myself have sad moments, and I'm like, "No, like, stop, like, you have to learn how to hush this because it's gonna stop the momentum when you start doubting yourself," and it's wild because nothing can happen, and it's always sudden, like, Girls Gone Mild Adventures talked about saboteurs and, like, these, like, negative things that just pop in your mind, and you just have to, like, be like, "Nope, stop it." Like, you just name it and be like, "No, you're ridiculous." And instead, I would always be the person that'd be like, "No, you're right. Like, I'm terrible. Like, this is terrible. I don't know why I'm doing this. I should go back to teaching." Like, but it's my own head. Nobody else has said anything. It's just like, I feel like we are our own worst enemies sometimes, and it's
It's like human
wild.
nature. It's so frustrating to have to not only fight growing a business, but fight yourself in doing it too.
It's so true. Okay, so your Instagram shows moments of like snow day posts, class highlights. How do you use your social media to connect with and educate your audience?
This is something that I'm learning now as well. It's something I'm just starting with. I'm trying to incorporate musical like tips to do at home with your kids,
Love it.
where it's like it's not therapy, but it's like super easy. Like, and I mean, like super easy, embarrassingly easy things you can do with music with your kids at home to help, whether it's with transitions, whether it's with language and communication, and we'll get onto other things as well. And then so yeah, I'm trying to get that situated. I'm trying to create some kind of flow, I guess, with that. And then music therapy as well, because again, nobody really knows what it is, truly what it is. So trying to get clips of with client if I can, I try to I can put clips up with clients, or I can just kind of
Yeah.
give examples or explain, or just putting the word out there. What the heck is music therapy, and how can it benefit your child? I feel like I have to relate to parents, find a way to connect over a couple of words or like a couple seconds in a video to say, hey, not only this is what music therapy is, but this is why you should trust me and need me to do music therapy for your child. And it's like,
100%. 100%. I also think, like, just listening to you talk about how not many people know about music therapy, right? Like, I think you just making the same type of video, changing up the words, and doing a zillion trial reels of explaining what music therapy is and, why you're a good fit would really help because trial reels are fantastic because they go out to not your audience.
right,
So nobody that's on your feed is going to see you posting this a million times, being like, this is music therapy. Like, but you could post 20 times in a day the same exact thing in different ways of filming it. And it's going to go to a bunch of different people. And then that's going to bring in new people that's like, oh, I didn't know music therapy existed. And like that could be something that also brings in a ton of people too.
I've seen and heard about these trial things. I have no idea. I had no idea how it actually worked. I was like afraid.
Yes.
That's actually something I was afraid to do because I had no idea what was going to happen if I pressed that button.
No. So basically, for everybody listening, because I'm sure this is not just you, when you do a trial reel, what happens is it doesn't even go on your grid. It doesn't even show on your post. It's a whole different tab, right? And the people that are following you will never get it unless you put it on your grid or unless they go to your trial reel post. But honestly, who goes there, right? So basically, it's getting pushed off
Right.
to a bunch of other people that do not follow you.
Can I put
So,
posts that I've already posted?
no,
Okay.
you have to repost a new one. Like you can't just like click a post that you already had and say make this a trial reel. It has to be fresh. Like you can redo it if you have it saved in your phone. That's fine. Yeah. But like you can't go and just like fix one that's already up and be like make this a trial reel. No, it's not a trial. They already saw it.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that actually would be super helpful because I'm really like honestly just learning what actually might capture the attention I mean, I don't. How affected should you be by views and things like that? Because I put out a like flyer the other day that just said, "Oh, we're having a virtual snow day class for everybody that normally comes on Mondays," and that like blew up more than anything else. That's like,
It honestly goes by when people are on. Right? Like that's really what it is. It's
it was a snow day. That could be it.
Yes, exactly. So, like, when I had posted something a couple of weeks ago, like, it blew up in the first couple minutes because people were on at that time and liking it.
Right. Right.
Basically, what happens was when you put up a reel or a post or something, the algorithm pushes it out. Now, if people aren't liking and clicking in that first, like, couple minutes, it starts slowing down, it starts dying down and all these things, and I'll never forget, like, years ago, my husband and I, we made a reel to having a beach day without the kids.
Huh?
And it was like, no one saying do this, no one saying be there, and it was like, no one saying open the snack, no, like that,
Oh, yeah.
blew up within minutes. It had like 20,000 views within minutes. And then all of a sudden it went silent. So, like, the minute people stop liking, stop commenting, it slows up. It slows up. It slows up. But then you can have things that you posted so long ago and all of a sudden it pulls up on somebody that's following you and they like it and then the other person who was following you liked it and then it could start picking momentum up. It's just wild how it works, but it really does go by engagement.
Right. Okay. Told you I learn something new every day.
Yeah, everything goes by and I love talking social media talk, like, I've studied it for so long, but in general, it just goes by engagement. If people are liking and commenting and, like, that's why Instagram and all of the different platforms love when you keep people on the app. If you keep people on the app, you're getting rewarded for keeping people on the app.
Totally. Yeah. Well, now I gotta think of some good content here.
You gotta do a bunch of those trial reels, just like that's where you throw spaghetti at the wall. It's a trial reel. Like right then you're gonna know if it's worth posting or not.
Yes. I thought of another thing. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
Take as much advice, even if you don't take the advice, but like listen to as much advice, listen to as much feedback as possible. Cause like everyone knows something else that you might not know. So like, if you don't know something, like just ask. Don't just try to figure it out by yourself every time. I swear it's always so much easier, so much clearer when someone else is just like, yo, listen.
And 100%. And like that's why like so we talk about like networking. Obviously, we have the Money Hungry Mama Table, which is the online networking group. But if there's a mom who knows business and something that I'm not like, I don't know everything. So like we had our social media girl who's in our group. She did a presentation in January. Girls Gone Mild is going to do saboteurs next month, and it's like that's why I love this community too, because it's like, oh my gosh, like, newsletter is great. Awesome. You want to teach the workshop this month? Like, being in a space where you can just be surrounded by like-minded people who are constantly teaching you how to do things, it's mind-blowingly perfect. It's just I can't think of anything else. Like it's just great. And like having people to bounce off ideas, and this is what I'm saying guys, they don't need to be in the same business as you. Like if you own an Etsy shop, yes, you're going to learn things from those Etsy groups and if you have friends that are doing Etsy, but if you sat down with somebody like Sam here who is doing music therapy, I bet you she's going to have a different way of viewing how to help you with your business because she's a consumer, right? Like you're targeting people that are not exactly in the same business as you. So to get that outside opinion, to get that help is just incredible. Like there's so many things that happen when you're just in a room with a bunch of people being like, "Hey, like I need help with this." And
Yes.
it's like, "Cool, like let's sit down and let's figure out what you need." And then getting all the ideas and it's like, "This is great. I love this."
And I love not only getting feedback, I love giving feedback too. Like if you have ideas, like I want to
100%.
hear them, and I'll give you all my ideas because I don't know. Everyone has
Everyone.
ideas, they really do. I mean, just you just gotta share them. Why not share them and help each other? I mean, it's silly to keep it to yourself, honestly.
Percent. There's enough room at this table for all of us to succeed, and I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. There's billions of people, right? Like there's enough room for everybody to succeed. Okay, what goals do you have for Hope and Harmony and Jay over the next few years?
Ooh, so one of my biggest, like I said, I started with the grown up in me music, and now I finally started branching back out with the music therapy, which is obviously my bread and butter. I don't know what you want to call it.
You love,
Yeah.
you love your life.
And I honestly, I only have so much time in the day. Obviously, my kids, I'm literally coming to work in the morning or dropping my kids off, coming to work, going to pick up my kids off, dropping them home, coming back to work, then going back. So it's crazy. And I don't have nearly as much room in my schedule as I'd love to see as many people as we could. So my goal obviously is to get another therapist on board, have a wait list ready to go, and feed clients to all these awesome hungry therapists that
Yeah,
want I want Hope and Harmony to be the name, like the people, everyone, at least in Monmouth County, that they're like, hey, music therapy or mommy and me music. This is the place to go. But we do birthday parties too. I love doing that
love it.
as well. So I mean, I put on a mean Miss Rachel impersonation. So we do offer that as well. I don't know if anyone's diehard fans.
I
Anyway, yeah.
love it.
So big goal is growing the therapy side, the reputation, the service, like getting the word out there so people know, like, hey, oh, I know what music therapy is. And I want to get it for my kid alongside my speech, my OT, my PT. Like they need music therapy. Like that's what I want parents to say. Not just like, oh, that kind of sounds fun, but like I want them invested. Like this is gonna help my kid. And now I know that my goal is gonna be to be teaching that and working on that the next year. And of course my classes too, because I love that so much. I love connecting, local families and playing with kids and seeing the beauty just mentally that happens there too. So yeah, and growing. That's it.
Sam, what does
Yes.
being a money hungry mama mean to you?
Oh man, I knew this question was coming. Honestly, being able to do what I freaking love, make money doing it, support my family, and like be able to work with them as well. Like to take my kids to work, that's awesome. To
Yeah.
be able to, yeah, do what I love and support my family doing it. I never thought that this alone would be like, I don't know, I always thought it would be maybe like a little side gig that I would do, make a, a couple bucks with some clients, but like to make this a full income, I never dreamed that I could actually, I mean, yes, I wanted it to, but I never dreamed it actually could come to fruition. So yeah, being able to mom 3 kids and still run a business and a successful one, that's what it's all about. And supporting other moms and doing the same.
I love it. Love it. Well, speaking of support, where can we support you?
Yeah, Hope and Harmony NJ. That's our Instagram. Hopefully easy enough to remember. Hope is actually my middle name, and I thought it was cute to say Hope and Harmony.
Cute.
Yeah, works together, I guess. Yeah, that's our Instagram. Visit our website for all of our details, and that's all getting revamped as well. All more things on my to-do list. I'd love to meet some of you guys, work with you guys, work with your kids, however I can support and you guys as well. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
I love it. Well, it was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here.